attractions, Allegiant Stadium, opened back in 2020.
Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Houston Texans and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Fields throw there into the hands of Ross.
Fields pass to John Ross. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Fields now to throw.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Raiders in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Fields.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
The end result, 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Fields going to hold on to it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted him out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
There to make the tackle, Deion Leonard. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off play action, Tannehill. And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's a run with Balaj, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kalen Balaj, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Fields. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This went into the hands of the running back, Balaj. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good for Las Vegas. First and 10.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Fields. His throw incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Fields. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Touchdown Raiders! Hunter Renfrow, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to move back in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Tannehill. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
To the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 22, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. John Ross, 66 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Tannehill on first down. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They run it with Balaj. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 37 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-17.
Texans 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
on 2nd and 10. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Ross.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Again, Fields.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
They snap it to Fields.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
After the interception, here's Tannehill.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And the Raiders have got him.
Kayvon Chason, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill.
Pass complete to his running back, Kalen Ballage.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Fields. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Here's Fields. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
51 yards on the ground for him so far. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Tannehill. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Tannehill. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's Tannehill. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now it's Tannehill. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or two short. On 4th down, Tannehill
Connects with Fuller on the crossing pattern. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Balaj. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are back within a score.
He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Fields now to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Fields on 3rd down.
He hits Adams, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
To throw is Fields.
Being chased out left. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Jacobs going to try the middle. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down and 4.
Fields. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down and goal. Fields forced out to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Justin Fields
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Raiders will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Runs over it. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Texans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Tannehill now to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Tannehill throwing again. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Tannehill. And that's complete to Cooks.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back to throw, Tannehill steps away to his left.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action, it's Tannehill.
This ball caught by Mechie.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
red zone now, Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
There he goes, right side.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance, and then end up winning this game.
And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Raiders are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Tannehill intercepted again. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got him in, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Fields.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams from 19 yards away.
And the Raiders Texans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Raiders 49, Texans 25.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On first down, Tannehill.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Looking deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here.